What is good, everybody? It is your boy Champagne Chico. We're here with another rebuild challenge. It's the Ravens. You can see we're not at the start menu before the rebuild, looking at the top 3 players and the overall and all that, because today we're rebuilding the Baltimore Ravens, but Lamar Jackson is going to be at halfback. And not only that, we're going to be running the Titans playbook. That means the Derrick Henry playbook of just straight running with Derrick Henry as much as possible and just doing that. Lamar Jackson's going to be getting that type of treatment. Now, Tyler Huntley is our starting quarterback. Now, if we're going to stick with that for this season, we don't know yet, because we got J.K. Dobbins as a backup, Gus Edwards as a backup, Hill as a backup. It can go either way. It can go either way, but before we get into this, if you have any other rebuild challenges, let me know down in the comments below. But also, while you're down there, leave a like so more people can see it, and subscribe so you can see this content more often on your timeline. But today, we do have a Baltimore Ravens rebuild with Lamar Jackson, which is very key right now. It's very key because we don't have a quarterback right now. We could trade for one with the backup running backs that we have. I think we would rather do that at the midseason mark if necessary. I have to see how Huntley does. I have to see if J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards have their contracts running out. We have Mark Andrews. We have Isaiah Likely. We have Zay Flowers at wide receiver 4. They don't have OBJ on this roster, but defense, same thing as usual. Michael Pierce, Yasin, Kyle Hamilton, Odafe Owe, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Bowser, Marcus Williams. You have a great team. Marlon Humphrey. You have a great team overall. We're just adding a little spice to it. We're putting Lamar at halfback. Of course, the whole meme of, oh, Lamar Jackson is a running back or whatever. He's looking to pass more this year, but not with this offense. We are going to be putting in the Titans playbook just to make sure you guys can see it right now. And we're going to change it right here to Mike Vrabel's playbook. And we're going to leave that Baltimore defense on there. I like my chances. I'm going to do this rebuild up until we win a Super Bowl. Wow, win a rebuild. That's ideal. And yeah. Ironically enough, we're facing the Tennessee Titans in the first week of the preseason. We'll see how that goes. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this rebuild challenge. Hopefully we can bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore. And it's with Lamar Jackson at halfback. Surprisingly enough, we are 4-3 at the midseason mark. Is Lamar Jackson the greatest running back in the league? Because I would think so. 17th in offensive yards. It doesn't seem to be because of Tyler Huntley. And 9th in defensive. Lamar has 700 yards already. Tyler Huntley has 1,500 yards, 10 TDs, and 2 interceptions. But Lamar Jackson has 713 yards and 8 TDs. On the season, and his player tag is award winner. Receiving, Aguilar has 449 and 2 TDs. We don't care about blocking. That is the offense's line's problem. Patrick Queen with the most tackles, convincingly. Also the most TFLs with 5. Tyus Bowser with 4. And Justin with 3. Sacks goes to Odafe Owe with 4. Bowser with 3.5. And Justin with 2. Interceptions, Roquan Smith has 2, Patrick Queen has 2, and Yasin has 2. That's intriguing. That is definitely intriguing. We could just trade for a quarterback and win this rebuild off the rip. We have to see who we have to negotiate with right now, though, and see. Odell Beckham is back from injury, so he was injured previously. Nelson Aguilar, Yasin, Brent Urban. None of our halfbacks actually are expiring contracts. I thought J.K. Dobbins would be. I don't want to re-sign Odell Beckham. I'm sure his presence has been felt being the wide receiver 1 of the team now, coming back from injury. Yasin, I would like to bring him back. Maybe on a 3-year. I can take that. Offer's perfect. So we have $50 million left, and I don't think I'm going to spend it anymore. Trayvon Mullen Jr., 5-year deal. If you'll take this, I'm fine with it. I need a bigger offer. Yeah, that's fine. We can find other cornerbacks in free agency. Tyler Huntley is our starting quarterback, but we can't negotiate with them right now. So, do we just pack up one of our one of our halfbacks for possibly a first-round pick, if anything. Well, actually, J.K. Dobbins is injured, so we can't do that at all. So, oh, I actually have to turn on progress on. But, okay. Okay, I mean, I can't trade them now. I'm probably going to trade them in the offseason if possible. If we have, like, a deep first-round pick, I'll probably trade one of the halfbacks to move up in the draft. So I'm going to change the settings to auto progress because I forgot to do so. And I'll see you at the playoffs. And we made the playoffs with Tyler Huntley. I really didn't think this was going to be so successful in the first year. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, he's a 94 now and Tyler Huntley's a 72. And it seems like Odell got injured again, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. Defense still looks good. I mean, it all looks basically the same as it did before. Stats and awards. Let's see if Lamar had a legendary season. 13th in offensive yards and 9th in defensive. Tyler Huntley had 4,000 yards, 26 TDs, and 8 interceptions. Doing pretty good, actually. Lamar Jackson had 1,600 yards and 13 TDs. Not only that, but Gus Edwards had 15 TDs of his own. So this was a purely run offense. I mean, it is Titans. It is a Titans playbook, but damn. Nelson Aguilar had 1,200 with 7 TDs. I mean, we're still getting yards with the wide receivers. It's not like they're non-existent. Rashad Bateman with 1,007 TDs. Defense, Patrick Queen had the most tackles. Patrick Queen also had the most TFLs. Bowser had 12, and Pierce had 12. Wow. Odafe Owe had 8.5 sacks. Justin had 7.5, and Bowser had 6. Roquan Smith had 4 interceptions. Patrick Queen had 4, and Marcus Williams had 2. But wow, almost 1,700 yards rushed for Lamar Jackson as his first season at halfback. And we had to face the Denver Broncos in the first round, who have Patrick Surtain on defense. All right, let's see how good Lamar Jackson does. All right, and we do start off with the ball, and they're immediately giving it to Lamar Jackson. He's just rushing it downfield, and they don't get the touchdown. They turn it over at the goal line, and our defense is not able to stop the Broncos, and they get 3 points up on the board. 3rd and 10 because of a 9-yard rush by Lamar Jackson. 4th and 10. We do have Justin Tucker, and he missed it. He missed a 65-yard field goal. He's made a 67, breaking the record. 1st and 10, and the Broncos are going to get their first touchdown. 10-0. We definitely have to do some things to this roster and add to it. I mean, 17-0. We get a quick touchdown before the half. 3rd and 3. They get the ball at the half, though, so that doesn't really matter. But 4th and 3 does. 4th and 12 because Tyler Huntley got sacked by Jordan Phillips. And the Broncos are back to being hot and getting another touchdown. We do get one. We're still 10 points out, and they end up getting another one. That's basically it at that point. We can get a touchdown all we want right now, but they're getting these big plays. 38-21. Ooh, and they got the turnover and rushed it all the way downfield with Javonte Williams. And they're going to blow us out. 45-24, I think it was. Lamar Jackson's first season as a Baltimore Raven ends in the first round of the playoffs. Damn, I was coming in here expecting Lamar Jackson to win Offensive Player of the Year, but he didn't. And the Cowboys blow out the Bills in the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bills will always get blown out in any situation possible. All right, players ready to negotiate again. I do think I want to bring back Tyler Huntley. I mean, he's been solid. We're not going to have a high first-round pick. Now, we could very well trade our first-round pick and move up. It depends on how the mock draft is looking right now. There is a QB. There is a QB at number 2. Projected to go at number 2. We could do that. We're at the 22nd pick, and they still have us taking a QB. He looks good regardless. I mean, I think, you know, I'm gonna let Tyler Huntley walk. I'm gonna let him walk. I don't necessarily see the reason of re-signing him right now. Depending on how much he's going to take off the cap, though, I'll probably look at that right now. But who do we have as a backup? Oh, we might just want to re-sign him just to have him as a backup. Yeah. 77 mil, that's plenty. That's plenty to go into free agency with, even if we do sign Tyler Huntley. Not an expensive deal, 4-year deal. I think free agency will be better for me. I don't know about that, gang. I don't know about that. And you're definitely not getting 31.9 mil. So, 77 mil left. Nelson Aguilar and Odell Beckham will be on their way out. I think I'm going to re-sign this young player for 5 years. Exactly the offer that he wants. Yeah, I just want to keep the defense as is. We have 73 mil to go in free agency with. Like I've said in the previous challenges, these I don't try to go at any realism. If I have a chance to get a top QB right now, then I'm going to go after that top QB right now. Top defensive prospect, top lineman, whatever. If I have a chance, I'm going after them. So we have 73 mil, plenty of money to work with, or possibly trading up to get Darren Roberts, who seems to be a top 5 talent. So not a lot going on in this free agency. I mean, we're trying to get some players. We're trying to get Tommy Townsend, Mecole Hardman, and Terrence Steele. All additions that would help. I mean, Mecole Hardman is pretty young. He could develop with our team. We'll still have 50 mil for possibly next year if they all do accept. And Mecole hasn't decided, but Tommy and Terrence comes to the team. I'm not overpaying Mecole, so he can go to the Broncos all he wants. Not a lot going on. Not a lot going on in this free agency as I expected, or as much as I expected it to be. We could look at the combine results. We'll see if they finish scouting the QBs. Darren Roberts went all the way to the top now as the top prospect. So a possibility to move up to get him. The one that we're supposed to be getting also looks good. It's Brennan Wright, who doesn't look horrible. He's an improviser. He has some good physicals. He does have some good physicals and some good stats. B deep accuracy, A short, A under pressure, A throw on a run, A stamina, A break sack, A juke move, and A awareness. Not bad. Not bad at all. I need to see what Darren Roberts looks like, though. Field general, has elite throw power, so that's about it. Has B deep accuracy, A medium, B play action, B under pressure. I think he's going to be a bust. I think that man right there is going to be a bust. I think what's going to happen in the draft is I'm going to go pick by pick just to make sure that we do get this man. And if I see those top, 4 prospects go before him, or 5 prospects that are going before him, then I'll start to trade up and get him. But I think we can get him at the pick that we're at. He does have to fall maybe one spot, possibly. But there's a lot of teams that don't need QBs. So that could very well be a situation. I don't think we'll necessarily have to trade the running backs for this year. I think we can trade them for next year and get some value out of them. We do have to get a QB. I don't have anything else to do but get a QB right now. All right, so we are trading 2/3 and a first-round pick for the 12th overall pick, moving up 10 spots. I'm sure you're thinking, why did you trade 2/3? There was no other situation. That I could do to move up 10 spots. The reason why I'm doing that is to secure that we get a quarterback. I don't think we can go this year without having a quarterback. Since Lamar Jackson is at halfback, we need a quarterback right now. So let's see what we're going to be able to get. Maybe that top quarterback falls. I don't really know what to expect out of this. Maybe the Cardinals take him, actually, because Kyler Murray could not be doing the job. Right end goes first. The Giants take Darren Roberts. Juan Clark goes right before, and he was supposed to be at the end of the draft, actually. So I don't like these guys. This guy has D short accuracy. I don't like him. I do like the quarterback that we were looking at, though, and it seems like he dropped for some reason. I like him. 6'3" improviser. Seems very solid amongst the physicals. Seems really good in the skills. If his medium accuracy is B, then I think we'll be just fine like that. Brandon Wright coming to the team. Fuck. Normal development. We do need a right end, whether it's not that great or not. We have a speed rusher who has B finesse moves, has elite jumping, solid speed, measured well in the combine. The stats aren't great. Hidden development. See, this is where I don't understand Madden Simulation. That guy didn't look anywhere close to hidden development, but he has hidden development, and now we have to deal with the QB that doesn't. And in the first week of the season, damn, he's bad. 73 overall, Brandon Wright. Not good. Not good. Lamar Jackson's up to a 93. I don't know why this player isn't playing right guard. It's a solid team. The offense is what hurts. The defense is pretty solid, though. It is pretty solid. Fender was a 70 overall, so not too crazy. I mean, I would like him to get his snaps, so we're going to put him up there. Roquan Smith is up to a Superstar X Factor. Not a great QB pick. I really thought that I was finding something like a diamond in the rough or something. I guess not. So we're going to simulate to the midseason mark and see how the team does with Lamar Jackson at halfback, and hopefully the QB develops. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 6-1 at the midseason mark, and the Chiefs are 2-5. What? 6-1, 11th in offensive yards, and 14th in defensive. I thought with this Titans playbook that Lamar Jackson wasn't going to be able to do that much because it's a lot of like power back types of runs, but he seems to be excelling. 1,500 yards, 15 TDs, and 5 interceptions for our rookie quarterback. Lamar Jackson has 823 yards and 2 TDs. Receiving, Devin Duvernay with 439 and 7 TDs. Defense, Roquan Smith had the most tackles. Odafe Owe with 5 TFLs, Bowser with 4, and Pierce with 4 sacks. Bowser has 6, Owe had 3.5, and Pierce had 2.5. And interceptions, Mullen had 3, Queen had 2, and Roquan Smith had 2. Wow, so Lamar Jackson seems to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now. I think this may be the year that one of our running backs needs to get packed up. Patrick Queen is up for a contract. There goes J.K. Dobbins. Okay, and Gus Edwards. Wow. Okay. I do want to keep Gus Edwards. He seems like a very solid backup, but we only have 32 mil. I don't know why. Because we literally saved 50 mil from last year, so I can't imagine if we spent all of it last year. We would have been definitely screwed. We're going to try to get Patrick Queen first, of course, because he is an 82 overall superstar and could find a better team in free agency. Intriguing. Kevin Zeitler, why aren't you playing? Let's try to get Gus Edwards first just to secure him on the team. 3 years, happy to sign with the organization. 22 mil left. I think the only other man I would like to re-sign is possibly Kevin Zeitler on a 1-year deal if he takes it. If he doesn't, then we'll go, you'll need to do more to convince me. We'll go get Devin Duvernay. Ooh, Justin would be good to keep. We're going to try to give them these neutral deals just to try it. Can't give Justin an offer right now because the whole cap situation at the middle of the season is a disaster. So, 35-14 was the last game that we played. Lamar Jackson is a 95 overall. Brandon Wright's a 74. So Lamar Jackson could quite literally be the halfback on the Ravens, and they would be a winning team still. Which he basically does both, but he's just a dual threat. Defense, they took Fender out of the starting spot. Washington made his way up. Very interesting things going on. Going 6-1 to start off the season. I don't know how to react to it, except going to the end of the season and hopefully making the playoffs and making a push right now. But we're going to do that. We're going to simulate to the playoffs and hopefully be in them. And we make it going 10-7. So after the midseason mark, we went 4-6. And we're facing the Baltimore Bengals? The Cincinnati Bengals. Wow. 20th in offensive yards and 2nd in defensive. Lamar Jackson has 1,700 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. So that's all we had to see. We're not going to waste any time looking at everything else because it seems like it was just the offense. Lamar Jackson was the only one doing something, and everybody else decided to take a day off. Or 10 weeks off, to be exact. Okay, 12-5 Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's leading the front. We have to see if we're able to beat them. We have to see. All right, and we do start off with the ball, and they're immediately running it with Lamar Jackson downfield right now. 3rd and 3, and we get the first touchdown of the day in the rainy weather. I think this might be one of those games that's just going to be a lot of running as we get a pick with Patrick Queen, who we're trying to re-sign this offseason, as we convert on 3rd down, and we're moving downfield at the moment. And 3rd and goal, and we get the touchdown to extend it to a 2-touchdown lead. 3rd and inches, And the Bengals are trying to make their way downfield as well, but 4th and 10 is not going to do that as they take the field goal with Evan McPherson making the field goal 14-3, and we have to punt it away. Why is Stout still the starting punter? 14-3, 3rd and 14, and they get a penalty by our cornerback. And Tyler Boyd gets a touchdown. When did they get downfield? Automatically, it's a 4-point game. And that's the end of the first half. And they get the ball at the start of the second and take the lead at the start of the second. And we just haven't been able to do anything to answer back as Lamar Jackson is trying his best to get downfield. But it seems like the Cincinnati Bengals found a solution, tying up the game 17-17, 3rd and 3. Not able to stop him there. Not able to stop him on 2nd and 5. And it seems like they're going to go downfield and get another one, 24-17. As Lamar Jackson is running the ball down the field. 2nd and 12 because of a negative 2-yard rush. 3rd and 12 because the pass was knocked away. And then we're not able to do anything. And then we can't convert on the field goal because Justin Tucker got his field goal blocked. And the Bengals are just going to look to get another touchdown. And they're going to do exactly that because our defense is not doing anything to answer back in any way right now. As we get a touchdown, 30-24. A minute left. We do have all 3 timeouts. The onside kick was recovered by them. We needed some stops. We needed some big stops. 4th and 13, and they win it. They win the game 30-24. It didn't seem like we used all the timeouts, but another first-round exit by the Lamar Jackson halfback Baltimore Ravens. All right, and in the offseason, we are going to worry about Patrick Queen. We have our full cap back, as we should, $66 million. I'm glad we didn't spend all of it last season. We're going to do a very player-friendly deal. It's hard to come by good middle linebackers. I enjoyed playing for you, but he is going to move on. $18 million is not that bad. I have to see. I didn't trade J.K. Dobbins and Devin Duvernay. Why did I not do that? I completely forgot to trade J.K. Dobbins and Devin Duvernay. I was too focused on the 6-1 record and going and trying to finish off the season well to us not really being able to do much. This is exactly off of that Justin wanted, so we keep our left end. I guess we're going to have to move on from J.K. Dobbins and Devin Duvernay with no value coming back to the team. Damn, I didn't even think about it for some reason. I don't know why. $55 million. We'll see what we can do in free agency for Patrick Queen. I think we can get him back in some way. So hopefully we'll be able to do it right now. We do have a lot of money to work with in free agency. Hopefully it helps us build a team around Lamar Jackson as a halfback to get a Super Bowl. And as unlikely as this scenario would be in real life, we are trying to get Nick Bosa. Yes, the last 2 challenges I have tried to get Nick Bosa. I'm trying again. Baltimore Ravens, we're unloading a lot of cap for him. Brandon Ayuk to add to the wide receiver core that's basically irrelevant right now, especially with Devin Duvernay on his way out. So we're going to see if we're able to get Nick Bosa right here. He does end up deciding, and he does come to the team on a 5-year deal. So we're going to have him for the foreseeable future. So $420K left. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do much with it. We are at the, well, we can't see it now. We are at the 20th pick in the draft, and they have us taking a left end, but we no longer need a defensive end. We could try to shoot for another quarterback if there is one at the top of the draft, which it doesn't necessarily seem like it. Nick McGee doesn't really look that great. I think we just stick and pick for right now. I'm going to give our rookie or our young quarterback another year to develop. I have to make sure that Lamar Jackson's deal does not end this coming season, because if it does, we're probably royally screwed. And we would definitely need to do something about that to get his salary back on the books. But stats and contracts, this is the last chance we have. This is the last chance we have, and we have to do something big. Oh, I didn't get Patrick Queen back. Fuck. Oh my gosh. We're switching the scheme. We're most definitely switching the scheme right now. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. I'm going to have to get a defensive tackle, and we're going to have to get a right guard in the draft possibly, and hope that Brandon Wright develops this season. I mean, there's no other situation right now. Damn, man, I didn't even realize that we didn't get Patrick Queen back, but we would have missed out on an opportunity to get somebody like Nick Bosa, and I think Nick Bosa is going to put our defense even higher than it was previously. So we're going to simulate to the draft, and we're going to try to get the right guard and a defensive tackle to actually be competent on that defensive line. So basically my plan is whatever position is available at these picks that I have is what I'm going to be taking. We are at the 20th pick. If there's a better defensive tackle than there is a right guard, then we'll take the defensive tackle. But it just depends. It definitely just depends right now. It seems like defensive tackle might be the way. Let me make sure that there's no right guards that I'm missing right now. Yeah, he's supposed to be getting taken in the 3rd or 4th round. We're not going to do that right now. We can wait till probably the 2nd round to get him. But George Worthy looks pretty solid. Round 1 to 2 projection. Elite speed. Skills are B power moves, B tackle, B finesse moves. Scouting has him as a power rusher, but he has B finesse moves. So he could be very good in our new scheme, in our 4-3 scheme. George Worthy, hidden development. That's exactly what we needed for this year. 87 strength, 78 speed, and 79 jumping is very good for a defensive tackle. And hopefully now we can get a right guard to fill in the spot as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to reach on this right guard. B awareness, B run block, A to C impact block. Has some good physicals. A run block finesse, B run block. I think he's going to be great for us. Shamir Pippins is hidden development, 90 strength, 78 jumping, 79 acceleration. Technically not a reach now that he is hidden development, and it's the end of the 2nd round. All right, well, to start off Season 3, and what could possibly be Lamar Jackson's final season on the Baltimore Ravens, our starting QB is a 75 overall. Pippins is a 73, so that's good. I think our wide receiver core is pretty decent for what we need. Mark Andrews keeps regressing, so that's a bit concerning. Worthy's a 72, so he's going to be solid at defensive tackle too. Nick Bosa is going to be great. He's going to be great on our team. I'm very confident in this team right now and what we're capable of doing this coming season. I think we're going to do fine. I think our defense is going to do what they do, and then Lamar Jackson and the offense just have to be able to show up. But with our new right guard, I'm sure that the offensive line is more solidified, and we'll see what happens at the midseason mark. All right, well, the same telltale that we've seen before, but 5-2 at the midseason mark. Players ready to negotiate is the first thing that I'm going to look at and see our salary cap, $23 million. But Lamar wants 19.3. Oh, that's not taking a lot of cap off of us. That is very intriguing. We might have to deal with that when we come back to it. But stats and awards on the season. Oh, it's because he's a halfback. I'm stupid. I'm just stupid. 7th in offensive yards and 21st in defensive. I completely forgot that he's a halfback. 1,700 yards, 14 TDs, and 7 interceptions. Lamar Jackson has 648 yards on the season with 6 TDs. This might be one of his last years of his prime as a running back. 780 yards for Brandon Ayuk with 6 TDs to put alongside that. Defense, Trenton Simpson. When did you come to the team? 3 TFLs, but has the most tackles. And Odafe Owe has 9 TFLs, with Pierce having 7 and Justin having 4. Sacks goes to Nick Bosa with 4, Justin with 3.5, and Owe with 2.5. And Trenton Simpson has 2 interceptions. I don't remember getting him. Bowser with 1 and Williams with 1. So our defense isn't as good as it usually is. It's our offense that's doing most of the work now. 5-2 is not a bad start at all. We could very well re-sign Lamar Jackson to a long-term deal and still have the money to get the other guys that we need right now. We would probably have to let go of Michael Pierce, though. That might be somebody that we have to let go of in order to get back Patrick Ricard, Odafe Owe, and Rashad Bateman. Let me get Lamar Jackson first. That's who the whole rebuild is surrounded on. Ooh, I would do this for 3 years. The length is bringing this offer way down. I tried to test it. We'll see how he finishes off the season. Odafe Owe, 26 years old, 3-year deal. I'm not against it. We need a left outside linebacker. I'm excited to sign such a great offer. So we get him back. Patrick Ricard could be the next man because Rashad Bateman doesn't seem like he wants to come back. We're going to get Patrick Ricard back on a 1-year deal. It's exactly the offer that he wanted. So we have $4 million left on top of what Lamar Jackson has. We could do Michael Pierce, but then that means that we wouldn't have any room or wiggle room for Lamar. So we're not going to sign anybody else. We're going to simulate to the end of the season and hopefully be in the playoffs and hopefully make a push with this Lamar Jackson running back. Oh, wow. So we go 13-4 for the rest of the season. Let's see what the team looks like. We're an 88 overall on all sides. 79 overall QB. Lamar Jackson's up to a 98. Wow. Wow. Greg Worthy's up to a 75. Still hasn't fully gotten his development trait. Michael Pierce is an 87. Nick Bosa's a 99 as he was when we signed him. Everybody's doing great. Everybody's doing great so far. Stats and awards. 15th in offensive yards, though. Yikes. 11th in defensive. Lamar Jackson did not have that great of a season. 4,000 yards, 29 TDs, and 10 interceptions for the quarterback. Lamar Jackson had a 1,500-yard season, but only 8 touchdowns. Probably because Gus Edwards had 15 of them. Brandon Ayuk with 1,500 yards and 13 TDs on this Titans offense. Roquan Smith with the most tackles. TFL goes to Odafe Oweh with Michael Pierce having the same and Nick Bosa having 10. Sacks goes to Nick Bosa with 14. Odafe Oweh with 8.5 and Michael Pierce with 5.5. And Trenton Simpson had 3 interceptions. Kyle Hamilton had 2 and Bowser had 1. So now we have to go into the playoffs. We have a bye in the first round, so now we have to skip to the next round to see who we end up facing in the divisional, and that is the Las Vegas Raiders, who we were facing on the midseason mark, who are 10-7 now, and we are playing at Baltimore. So hopefully we can come out on top, and hopefully we can win a Super Bowl finally with Lamar Jackson at halfback. And the Raiders do start off with the ball, as they're not going to be able to get anything going on their first drive, but it seems like we're not going to be able to either, because we try to go for a 68-yard field goal. What are we doing? 3rd and 7? Already starting off on a bad note. They get a touchdown right after we try to go for a almost 70-yard field goal. 4th and 2. They punt it away. 3rd and 13, and we convert, actually. 3rd and 7, not able to convert there. And they get the ball back. They're trying to do something with it as they get sacked by Nick Bosa on that. 7-0. Wait. I thought we got the ball back. What is going on with our offense? 3rd and 2. It seems like Lamar Jackson is the only man doing something on offense. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 5. We get the reception. 3rd and 12. We get another reception. 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. And we finally get a touchdown. 10-7 at the 2-minute warning in the seventh quarter? Second quarter. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, and they take their field goal, making it a touchdown game for us to take the lead. 2nd and 2, we seem to be going downfield until we're not, and then we have to take the field goal. 13-10, a 52-yard field goal made by Justin Tucker as we start off with the ball in the second half, but are not able to do anything to start it off. 4th and 8, we make them give it back to us. We get some good yardage. 3rd and 3, we have to -3-yard rush by Justin Tucker. Why were you rushing the ball as the Raiders are going downfield and get another touchdown? 20-10. This is insane. This is absolutely absurd. Why is this even a game right now? This shouldn't be this close of a game. 2nd and 10. They go up 17 in the 4th quarter. That's got to do it. That's got to do it. That's got to do it. Damn, man. 33-18. That's just disappointing. That's most definitely just disappointing. And they run out the clock. I don't know how we're going to win. I don't know how we're going to win with Lamar Jackson at halfback. We really have to get a better quarterback, but I don't know how we're going to do that either. The team that we lost to does move on to the Super Bowl and wins it all with their young quarterback that we could have gotten. Took a bet on somebody else. Wasn't the right bet. And none of our players win any awards, not even Lamar Jackson, who is a running back now. So, $8 million to work with to re-sign players. That's not a lot to do a lot of things with at the moment. Did we re-sign? I don't think we re-signed Lamar Jackson yet, actually. And 95 overall. We could re-sign him right here. I'm comfortable with this. Maybe we bump this up just to entice him a little bit. Hopefully he comes back on this. I think free agency will be better. He's 29 years old as a halfback. I'm not 100% sure on that. Michael Pierce is still an 81 overall, so that's solid. Rashad Bateman, I would like to keep. Patrick McCary, I would like to keep too. Tyus Bowser hasn't really been good for a while. I think I'm going to do Michael Pierce. That takes a lot of money. That takes a lot of money. Let's try Rashad Bateman first. I enjoyed playing for you. That's all right. What about our lineman for 1 year? Enjoyed playing for you. So we're going to focus on getting Lamar Jackson back in free agency. I might try to move some contracts in order to have some more space for things, but we're going to have to work some magic in order to keep our contender status relevant. You know, we very well might only have a chance to get Lamar Jackson in this free agency, and this is the rebuild around him, so we definitely have to be able to try to keep him as he decides, and he comes back to the team. So we're left with 20K. It's a 4-year deal. He's going to be 33 by the time the contract is up. We have to see what we can do in the draft. I know I don't have a 3rd round pick, but I do have my 1st. There's some players that we can try to get. We're around the 20th pick, I think. So we're just going to have to draft correctly. We need a wide receiver. Our team isn't bad. I think we still need to replace the left guard position, though. So we're going to be trying to do that in this draft. Oh, we actually have the 28th pick in the draft. That doesn't make much sense, but it's okay. We'll simulate to our user pick. I wasn't expecting that at all. As a right tackle gets taken right before us, we could be taking anything from a wide receiver to an outside linebacker, possibly. A cornerback would be great. This right tackle doesn't have the greatest run block in the world. There is a left guard. We could very well go to left guard route just because we literally have no left guard other than... Actually, we don't have any at all. So this is probably the best case scenario for us. Zach Stork, B awareness, B pass block. Has some decent physicals, measured well in the combine. Yeah, Zach Stork coming to the team. 90 strength with hidden development and 81 acceleration. That's the best that we'll probably get in this 1st round pick for sure. We just have to be able to find some replacements for some other positions too. I'm going to have to take the best available right now and the best for our team right now, and that's a defensive tackle. We don't have a second one now that Michael Pierce did walk. F play recognition, though. Bonner, I don't know. I don't know if I like that very much, but there's not a lot of great prospects right now. I mean, he's the best one on the board, and there's not a lot of good ones after that. We're going to take him. Power rusher out of Alabama. Hopefully he... normal development, 88 strength, 77 acceleration. Hopefully he's just decent overall to be at defensive tackle too. We could go tight end as a backup to Mark Andrews. He seems very good in round 3. Tyler McMillan has poor acceleration, but has A catching, B break tackle. Everything else is A to C. He doesn't seem like he's going to block well, but he is going to catch the ball. Hopefully he's good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Damn. And at the beginning of the season, I don't think it's going to look very good right now. Brandon Wright is still our QB. We have Brandon Ayuk and Zay Flowers and nobody else at wide receiver. Even if I took one in the draft, they're going to be the same overall as these guys. Gus Edwards has dropped to normal development. Lamar Jackson is the only bright spot on the offensive side other than the obvious with Mark Andrews and Brandon Ayuk. But our defense, we don't have a right outside linebacker anymore. What happened to our right outside linebacker? Bonner was a 65 overall. We could definitely move to a 3-4 now that we have Trenton Simpson on the team. I don't know when the CPU decided to do that, but hey, man, I'm not against it. I am definitely not against it. 3-4. The defense isn't bad, but if we start losing significantly, we might have to make some big trades in terms of getting rid of players like Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams. I don't know about Roquan Smith, but definitely Marcus Williams and Marlon Humphrey, just because they're older. They have a lot of cap hit on us, and we need to free up some cap if we're going to go anywhere. and try to win a championship with this type of squad and with Lamar Jackson at running back. So we're going to simulate to the midseason mark and hopefully see some progression with the team, but not a lot of bright spots right now. And we are 4-3 at the midseason mark. It's a good sign, I guess, but 15th in offensive yards. I don't know how to feel about it. And 9th in defenses. So our defense picked it up from last year. Our QB's doing okay. I mean, he's doing what he has to do. Lamar Jackson, under the Titans playbook, has 666 yards and 3 TDs. Brandon Ayuk and Zay Flowers clearly taking the receiving targets, and Mark Andrews, of course. Defense, Trenton Simpson has the most tackles. Nick Bosa has 11 TFLs. Justin has 9, and Trenton Simpson has 4. 9.5 sacks for Nick Bosa, 3 for Oweh, and Williams has 2 interceptions, and Kyle Hamilton has 2. So Kyle Hamilton seems to be progressing pretty fine, but he might be coming up on his contract, and that's not something that we want to have to worry about. With the players ready to negotiate, we have 9 of them. Mark Andrews, we have $85 million, but we have a lot of players. So this is where I'd say we could need to get rid of players like Marcus Williams and Marlon Humphrey. As much as they're both great players for our team, we need to keep these type of players. Like Ronnie Stanley, lineman is so key in this simulation and Madden simulation in general. Kyle Hamilton's 24 years old and already a superstar and is an 85 overall. Tyler Linderbaum is our center. I wouldn't want to let go of him. Mark Andrews, I wouldn't want to let go of. So we have to be able to re-sign most of these guys right now. I'm going to try to sign Mark Andrews. I could find a better team in free agency. Okay, we're going to try to sign Ronnie Stanley to a 2-year deal since he's pretty interested. He's excited to sign with the team again. So we keep our left tackle. Let's try to get Marcus Williams first. Give him a pretty hefty contract. I could find a better team in free agency, and we're giving him almost everything that we can. Tyler Linderbaum, another player that I would like to have back, a 4-year deal. You need to do more to convince me. And Terrence Steele, I'm not crazy about. Patrick Ricard, also. Isaiah Likely might be the likely scenario if we're not able to get Mark Andrews back, but I don't want to see that type of situation that we're not able to. So I guess we're going to have to deal with that at the end of the season. Is there any players included in that I know that I'm not going to re-sign that I could get some value out of? They're at positions that we need right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at the mock draft to see what type of draft this is and if we can get a new QB in this one. Jared Silas looks solid. Looks pretty solid. There's a halfback in the top 5. Lamar Jackson could be losing his role as the top halfback on the team. Jared Silas, field general. Physicals don't look like any of them are going to be an elite, but he has A short, A medium, B play action, B under pressure. Tackle. There's not a lot of QBs now. Like the last 2 or 3 drafts since the first one, it just hasn't been QB heavy or QB replacement worthy of what we have. So I guess we're going to put the scouting national focus to QB just because I would like to get a new one, and I'm not going to try to trade up for no reason. Set focus scouting to QB. We have... we don't have a lot of room to work with right now in terms of salary cap. So we're going to try to figure that out towards the end of the season. Hopefully we'll make the playoffs and see what this team can do again. Oh, wow. And we won 13-4 again. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Did Lamar Jackson pick it up a lot towards the second half of the season? I cannot speak English. 14th in offensive yards and 5th in defensive. 1,600 yards and 13 rushing TDs for Lamar Jackson on 306 carries. He was a top 3 rushing leader in the league. Nick Bosa had 24 sacks and 16 TFLs. Interceptions, none of our players, but man, did our star players show up. We're going to the divisional again. Hopefully we can actually do something here. And we're facing the same team we had to face last year. Now Josh Jacobs is a 99 overall. Probably a harder path now. They have a 91 overall offense, but we have an 88 overall team in general. Hopefully we can come out on top. And in the divisional, the Baltimore Ravens start off with the ball, but are not able to do anything on the first drive as the Raiders start off with a long passing touchdown. But we're trying to go downfield and answer back. 4th and 3, though, making it a 7-3 game. We stop them on defense. We just need to be able to do something on offense now. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 9. We get the conversion. 3rd and goal, and we get the touchdown and take our first lead of the game, 10-7. And we could very well stop them again, and we do get that. We do get a turnover, 10-7, but then we have to punt it right back to them with Stout punting it. 3rd and 5, they convert on it with a big reception. 3rd and 22, and 4th and 18 makes them punt it back to us. 3rd and 6, and we finally get out of that zone after 3 downs. 2nd and 10, 1st and 10. We're at the 21 with 37 seconds left on the clock and a penalty. But then we lose yards on the sack by that same person that caused the penalty. 3rd and 18, pass is knocked away. 4th and 5, we called our last timeout, and we get the field goal before the end of the half. 13-7, they try to do something with it. They're not able to. 13-7, and they start off with the ball. But our defense is awake. 4th and 1, and they punt it on 4th and 1. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 2. We got some momentum right now. We got to keep this up. Lamar Jackson is running that ball. 3rd and 3. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 again. 1st and goal. And we get the touchdown. And we try to get the 2-point conversion, but it fails. 19-7. 3rd and 5. Not able to do anything there. 4th and 6. And we make them punt it. Start of the 4th quarter. 3rd and 17. 4th and 17. We have to punt it away. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. And they get a big reception on 4th down to get the touchdown, and they're stopping us on defense too. They have all the momentum now. It completely swung. They try to get a 2-point conversion. We're unsuccessful. 2nd and 12, 3rd and 12. We convert. We're at the 41. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 4, 4th and 8. We're at the 38. We do get the field goal. Justin Tucker makes that one, 55 yards, and we could very well play some solid defense as we get the possible game-winning pick. That's exactly what we needed, and we get the touchdown too with a big rush by Lamar Jackson. 29-20, a minute 50 left. We make them lose 10 yards on a penalty. They convert immediately after. They're down by 9, though. They need a touchdown and more. They get the touchdown. It's 29-27, 40 seconds left on the clock. They try to onside kick it, and we're unsuccessful. 3rd and 6, and we convert, and that's going to do it. That is going to do it, and we move on to the conference finals for the first time after going 2 straight years, getting a bye week in the first round. And now we have to face the Tennessee Titans, who are 10-7. Ironically enough, we use the same playbook now, and hopefully we can use it better than they do. And we start off with the ball in the snowy weather of Baltimore. It's going to be a rough day for the offensive side of the ball because we're probably going to have to run it 3rd and 8, 4th and 12, and we're going to have to go for the field goal. And Justin Tucker is capable of doing that in this weather. But 3 straight 3-and-outs. Will Levis is not able to get anything going for the start of their game right here. 3rd and 4, but a penalty knocks us forward to a 1st down. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 4. We keep getting there slowly but surely. This might be our time right now. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4, and we get another field goal. It's going to be that type of game. 6-0 in this snowy weather. 4th and 8, we make them punt it again. 3rd and 8, we get a big reception in the snowy weather. 2nd and 12, 3rd and 12, another big reception. 3rd and 10, another one, and we get to 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. We lose yards on a sack, but then Mark Andrews comes through with the 8-yard touchdown. That is exactly why I wanted to re-sign him, but we might not have to. 3rd and 10, and we get the pick. Marcus Williams gets the pick and puts us at the 10, and we get another touchdown with Isaiah Likely getting the receiving touchdown. 20-0, 2nd and 2. They're moving downfield now. They have momentum now. 20-7, 3rd and 3. And that's the end of the first half. As we move on, they get the ball first once again, but we get another pick by Marlon Humphrey this time. The 2 people that I was considering trading at the midseason mark. 3rd and inches, and we get another touchdown on the day. 20. We tried to go for 2, and it wasn't successful. 26-7, 3rd and 7, 4th and 3. Wow. Our defense is really doing their thing today, but our offense did not answer back, and they get the rushing touchdown. Wait, the fumble's recovered by us. It must have been after a big rush by Derrick Henry. 3rd and 4. We get the big reception by possibly Brandon Ayuk. 3rd and 8. A first down, and we get another touchdown. Wow. 33-7. We're going to speed this up a little bit. They get a touchdown. We go downfield running the ball, trying to chew clock as much as possible. I think we got another one. 36-14 as they go downfield and get one of their own. 36-22. We're trying to chew this clock out. And it seems like we are going to be able to win this game convincingly by 17 points right here as the Baltimore Ravens are moving on to the Super Bowl for Lamar Jackson as their halfback. Wow. And our final opponent, hopefully, is the Dallas Cowboys, who their defense has taken a big hit because it seems like it's only Micah Parsons on that side of the ball. Trayvon Diggs actually was on the Titans, so they lost a big cornerback for them. Maybe we could take advantage of that and win the Super Bowl and the Lombardi Trophy. And the Cowboys start off with the ball, but immediately get sacked. But a big reception after that basically voids it, and they go downfield and get a touchdown as we're trying to do the same, but we only get a field goal. 7-3. We might have a chance here. 3rd and 15, 4th and 15, and they missed the field goal, giving us some good field position there. 3rd and 14, we barely missed the first down mark, and we take another field goal. 7-6, 3rd and 2, and we get the pick to turn the ball over. 2nd and 13, 3rd and 4, and we get to 1st and goal. 13-7 as we take the lead, our first lead of the game. 2nd and 6. Oh, a 5-yard penalty, but they still take the field goal. And we throw a pick. 14-13, 2nd and 14, 3rd and 6, and they still get the touchdown regardless. 21-13, we get some big receptions going. 17 seconds left, 14 seconds left. 21-19, and we take the field goal just to take our points. 21-20 as we start off with the ball. 3rd and 6, we get the first down. We get another one. 3rd and 7, another one. Wow. 3rd and 4, 1st and goal. 2nd and goal, and we get the touchdown again and the 2-point conversion. 28-21. We're in the 3rd quarter as they're going downfield and going to tie up the game. In the 4th quarter, we have the ball. 2nd and 10, another first down. 1st and 20 because of a penalty on Isaiah Likely. 2nd and 1, we are inching closer and closer. 2nd and 18 because of a sack. 3rd and 10, 4th and 17, and we're going to take the field goal. 31-28, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. 4th and 3, and they punt it. They punted it. 3rd and 12. Well, that's why, because we couldn't do anything with it. 3rd and 7, another. But they get a big reception by Michael Gallup on 4th and 15 as they're going downfield and at the 5, and they get the touchdown. And the extra point was missed. 34-31. A minute 30 left. 4th and 4. And a big reception by Brandon Ayuk. 38-34. No. No way. No way, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. Because this is not going to happen. This right here is not going to happen. Cover 4 drop because we need everything. They call a timeout. 31 seconds left. I did not mean to call cover 2 man. I did not mean to call cover 2 man. I'm going to be in pass coverage with this pass rusher. I'm not going to lie to you. Ooh, that's a... Oh, Mullen! Mullen. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, bro. We needed you to get that. Okay, I'm going to just stick to... I'm going to stick to the line. I'll trust my team to do what they have to do here. As they go short, Bosa tries to get the hit stick. They keep him in bounds. They call a no huddle, but waste 6 seconds on the clock. 11 seconds left on the clock. This is the Super Bowl. This is where dreams are made. As we go for the interception, and we're not able to get it. 6 seconds left. They still have one more shot. Okay, one more stop. One more stop is all we need right here. One more stop is all we need. And they go to the touchdown. And they're not able to get it with 1 second left on the clock. Your Baltimore Ravens are going to go on to win the Super Bowl with a mediocre quarterback in Brandon Wright, but Lamar Jackson as the halfback. And the Baltimore Ravens win the Lombardi Trophy. I can't say it enough. Lamar Jackson, the halfback of the team, possibly the contributor, the main contributor of it. We're going to have to see as the Super Bowl MVP comes up here. Oh, man. Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, all players that I was thinking about trading at the midseason mark and didn't end up trading. Very, very interesting. I wasn't expecting us to go 13-4. I wasn't. After going 4-3, I definitely thought that we were not going to be that successful. But there you go. Brandon Wright is probably going to be holding the trophy with Lamar Jackson in the background. And Mark Andrews up there, too. Wow. I'm surprised I was able to do this, to be honest with you. Brandon Wright. Oh, Lamar Jackson isn't even up there. And at the end of the 2025 season, Brandon Wright wins Super Bowl MVP with Nick Bosa winning Defensive Player of the Year. And the Baltimore Ravens win it all. Lamar Jackson, the rebuild challenge is over. Lamar Jackson at halfback has been accomplished with the Titans playbook. It was a fun rebuild. It was about to get dicey, though. So I'm glad we got it done. If you enjoyed that, please go down there, like and subscribe. Let me know what challenges you would like on this channel. And I'll get it out as soon as I can. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.